Video, I basically wanted to share with you what are those really simple, grounded, practical ways that we can start receiving. Because in the personal development world and in the spiritual world, there is a lot of focus on to be open to receive, open to receive. But how do we really become open to receive? Today's guidance from Mary Magdalene is this card that has come up. If you can, I'm not sure if you can. So the very first important thing that this card is trying to show us is that Sarah, she's sitting in the white spring, like a really sacred site. So what this showing me is that, like, the number one thing that helps us to receive, to be open to receive, is to have a really deep emotional connection with a higher power. Yeah, so it's a call for all of us to just reflect on, like, whoever you believe in, whether you believe it's God or creator or the source, or a higher power, whoever you believe in. It's a prompt for us to, what is going to help us receive more, be open to receive, is to understand or to know what our emotional connection with the source is. And it doesn't mean like to have like a deep connection, like force ourselves to have a deep connection with the source or the creator or the God. But what's important is for us to understand where we are, what our emotional connection right now is, and like be okay with that, like accept that, and just be curious. So it's important for us to understand what our emotional connection with the source or the God, the creator right now is. And whatever it is, no point, it's not a call for us to like make sure it's really deep or it's really amazing or it's really good, but just to know and accept where we are. And that just, and become curious for more. And that just puts us in a place to receive more. So that is the first way to receive more, fill up our cup. The second way for us to be open to receive more is to trust our inner voice. And like the emotional connection that we have with our inner voice, like how much do we trust to express it? Like how much emotionally balanced we feel to express our inner voice, to take aligned action based on the heart's calling or our inner voice. So that is another, like, how open we are to express our inner voice. That is another way for us to become open to receive more. And like a simple example is, let's say it's quite sunny at the moment, but before I leave from my home, like my inner voice is saying, take an umbrella. And I'm like, what? Like, it is quite sunny out there. Like, it's not going to rain. So like how comfortable I feel to still take umbrella based on my inner voice. And this has happened with me so many times where I have not listened to my inner voice and I've not taken umbrella and it rained. Like, even when I started from home, it was quite sunny. So yeah, so basically, like, how emotionally, like, what kind of connection do we have with our inner voice, and how open we are to receive. So see how, like, here, being like taking umbrella, listening to inner voice, even if like the logical thing in front of me is saying that, hey, it's sunny, like logically it doesn't make sense to take umbrella, but like how much do I trust my inner voice to still take umbrella? Like how much I'm able to discern between, like how open I am to trust still. So this is another thing that we can work on to be open to receive. And the third thing that helps us in opening us to receive is how open we are to receiving other people's truth. Basically knowing that, let's say, like, if something, so like a really interesting story that I use to explain this to like people I work with is, so there was a client once, and she and her partner, so her partner of 1 year, so her partner said to her that he doesn't want to continue the relationship anymore, and so basically this was her partner's truth, right? Like, that he doesn't want to continue relationship anymore. But the client that I was working with, like, her truth was that she felt really like disappointed, and she felt really disappointed because she was okay with continuing the relationship. That was her truth. But the thing is, like, the guidance for her here was to accept her partner's truth, that probably, like, the kind of person that he's looking to have in his life as his partner is not exactly the same as how my client was. It doesn't mean that she's not good enough or she's bad or she has done something wrong. It's just that she's not like, she's not someone that who he would like have in his life. So how open is she to accept his partner's truth without letting her self-worth affected? Because it's not about her, it's just his truth. Like, this is what he wanted, and it's not like her, she's not her. And probably, like, there is someone waiting for her who who wants exactly how she is, like, to be her life partner. So another way to, like, be more open to receive is to is to be able to accept or see other people's truth in a really observational way without letting our self-worth affected. The fourth way to be open to receive is to be really non-judgmental about every single person we meet in our life. Because the thing is that like each one of us are going through our different phases of lifetimes and experiences, and we have been conditioned and learned, like we have learned different things. So each one of us, whatever we are doing, however, like whatever kind of label it has, like in the modern society these days, or in our culture or in society, whatever one is doing is valid for what they know in that moment. So another way to be open to receive is to have a really non-judgmental, like no judgment against, oh, if this person has done this, this is a bad person, like this is not how it's supposed to be done. Like not judging their character or not judging them for what they have done, and just knowing that yes, what they have done is not something that I would do, but with what they know and with what they have learned, like this is valid for like what they know, like what they have done, right? So it's important for us not to judge others, and the more we understand others without judging, and it not judging doesn't mean that we don't express that, hey, like this is something that I would not do, right? Like this doesn't align with who I am, but I understand like if it aligns with who you are, and then we place our boundaries, like do we really want to be with this person, or how we want to react to this person, or like how we want to create boundaries around this person, or like still be with this person. Then we can take our action, but in our mind, like in our being, we are not judging this person to be right or wrong. There's nothing right or wrong, like everything is valid, everything is right based on every action, everything, whatever someone has done or are being, like it's valid in that moment with what they know, with the experience that they have had, with the lifetimes they have had, with the learnings that they have had. And of course, like if you are watching this video, then you are an old soul and you have had like multiple lifetimes, like hundreds of lifetimes, if not thousands. So because you are interested in this topic, and someone who hasn't had many lifetimes and haven't seen much, like they won't be interested in this, in being open to receive. So yeah, so like each one of us have different kind of experiences in our lives, and it's important to have like a really non-judgmental, unconditional, loving approach to like everyone. Which again, I want to mention, it does not mean that we don't create our boundaries. It does not mean that we don't express ourselves or like how we would approach the situation. Like how every person is valid, like outside of us, like each part of us is valid as well. Like if a part of us is saying that, oh, I would have never done that, then that part is valid. So we honor that part and create boundaries accordingly with this person. So it's really important for us to be non-judgmental towards others and towards each and every part of ourselves, and create environment around us or our boundaries accordingly. And this way we create space for a lot of love to flow in our life. So space for being open to receive. Then another way to be open to receive is to know that no matter what we do, how we are, like we are worthy to receive love. Okay, like love from, whether it's from God or from other people or from ourselves, like it's really important. So the moment we understand this, we create space to receive. So for example, let's say, so I'm a Reiki master, and I attune people to Reiki, to different levels of Reiki. Reiki, there are like certain rules. There is like certain discipline that needs to be followed. And people always, like when I'm attuning them to, like connecting them to the flow of Reiki energy, there's always some kind of resistance of like, oh, I might not be able to like do Reiki practice like 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening, and I might not be able to like take care of my diet properly, or like not able to have like lots of water, or like there are certain principles for Reiki that like Usui Reiki that we follow, so I won't be able to do that, so I'm not worthy of receiving Reiki energy. So this is like an unconscious belief that they hold, and that just prevents them from receiving the connection with Reiki energy. So this is another thing. No matter, like basically, no matter how you are, with who you are in this moment, as is, without changing anything, you're worthy to receive. We are worthy to receive no matter who we are, how we are, and whether we consider it as bad or good, or it's always valid, whatever we are doing, and no matter how we are deserving of love. So this is, so the moment we understand this, it opens more doorways for us to receive in our life. Then the other one is, I think I covered this one with being non-judgmental towards others. Like it's important to be non-judgmental towards others, but it's also important to be non-judgmental towards each and every part of us that's surfacing, and always make sure that we know that whatever part of us is surfacing, whether we like it or not, it is valid, and it has a message for us. And what can we do to bring joy to this part of me? So the moment we do these 3 steps, we open ourselves more to receiving more energy, more abundance, or whatever we are looking for, looking to receive in life. So yeah, so and what I mean to say by like each and every part of us is that like explain this like in my last, I think last few videos or something, that let's say like I've created a structure of creating like 1 video per day, but there's a part of me that's saying, oh, I don't want to shoot this video today. So without judging this part of myself, I say, okay, like this part of me that doesn't want to shoot the video, it's valid, but what does it want to say? And then I like let this part like write on a piece of paper whatever it's feeling. And I found out that this part just wanted to do something new. Like it didn't have any objection in creating a video, but it just was looking for more joy in like some, and like doing the video some other way would bring it more joy instead of like doing the way I was doing it previously. And that's it. So I didn't judge the part of me that was, because otherwise I would be like, oh my god, like really, I'll have to push this part to create a video because I have to create a video. So I didn't judge this part. I connected more with it. I had like compassion and nurtured this part. So this part feels comfortable and safe to share its message with me, and I honored that. And I asked like what would bring it joy, and whatever would bring joy, I took aligned action. So this way I was able to stick to creating a video, as well as I made sure that this part of me feels joy. So this way, like if we can be like this with like each and every part of ourselves, we create like more space for us to receive more in life. And the last one that can help us to be more open to receive is to know that we are loved, nurtured, and supported. And it's more in relation to like our immediate family, like our parents and siblings. Let's say like if we do not have a good relationship with our parents or like our siblings, and we don't feel as loved, nurtured, and supported as like is relevant for us to be open to receive. Then like there's like a really important thing that I want to share, and you might not agree with it, and it's okay, because it's really hard, to be honest, is to understand the fact that our family is who makes us feel loved, nurtured, and supported. But we have been like brought up in a way that no, like our parents, like they are the one who should be like making us feel like this, that we are loved, nurtured, and supported. But we forget that it's our choice to choose who we want our parents to be. Like, yes, when we were born to like our parents, and we were born to those parents to learn certain things, but now that we have grown up and we have the choice to choose who we want to be, who we want to consider as our like motherly figure in our life, or like fatherly figure in our life, or like probably like some friends who are almost same as our siblings, like our sisters and brothers. So it's important it's really hard to say, but, and like you might, like a lot of you might not agree with me as well, but like it's important for us to know or create like new relationships in our life who are equivalent to a motherly figure, fatherly figure, or siblings, and just know them as like the people that you feel loved, nurtured, and supported with. Because what happens is like the moment we it just helps us move our energy, because otherwise, like when we are stuck with like, oh, these are the parents, and we have to somehow make sure that we work out the relationship, or we do things so that these parents or these siblings, like they make us feel loved, nurtured, and supported, and that just keeps our energy stuck. Basically, that keeps our energy stagnant, because we are constantly trying hard. And like the fact that we are trying so hard that we are changing ourselves, or have an intention to change others so that we can feel loved, nurtured, and supported, like that probably is not going to help us help our energy to flow in the right direction. What's going to help us is that we are okay being who we are as is, and we have people in our life like motherly figure and fatherly figure or siblings who make us feel loved, nurtured, and supported as we are. So yeah, so like these are the different ways that we can become more open to receive. And it'll be amazing like if you can like write down a piece of paper like these different 7 ways, and which ones like you resonate the most with at the moment, and which one would you like to start working on to gradually start becoming like more open to receive. Yeah, so I hope this message was useful and will bring lots of blessings, will help you receive lots of blessings in your life, like it has in my life. Thank you so much.